Crunchyroll had the potential to be a platform that serves the anime fan rather than using the anime fan to serve itself. To preserve the quality, the integrity, artistic value fans truly appreciate from the medium, but time after time, scandal after scandal, it seems to be filled with opportunists instead of enthusiasts. Removing the comment section that lends itself to fan conversation, which can be a direct line of insight into what fans want. Staff members stealing fan mail and gifts from the voice actors only to pass them out amongst themselves. Hiring ideological corrupt activists to purposefully botch localizations and translations. Voice actors that resemble goblins celebrating assassinations filled with evil. Thinking of creating short form anime content to cater to the TikTok brain, which we now know what that looks like.
I used to hate anime my whole entire life. Until 2020, the first actual anime episode I ever watched was the first episode of Death. It was so good. Guys, it only gets worse. It only gets worse every single time. I don't know what I'm watching. I'm getting scared. Look at this. It's about like this high school girl, bro. She gets charmed up by this like dude. This dude definitely is older, bro.
This dude literally looks like he's 35 with 4 kids.
Yeah, dude. This girl just started high school, bro. No.
We call you normies.
Management dismissing anime as kid cartoons and much more, all of which raises red flags, and this article makes me raise more concerns on my end. People get educated in anime there, and then they come to Crunchyroll. Sony Pictures CEO on rivals Netflix and Hulu, Ravi Ahuja, I hope I'm saying that name right, who was the CEO of Sony, had this to say when discussing anime and Crunchyroll. Yeah, it's the long-term goal to continue to lean into the growth. The thing that excites us a lot is that there's enormous demand for anime content, and it's very much a Gen Alpha, Gen Z thing. Even millennials to Gen X, there's not as much anime fandom, so that also makes me very optimistic for the future, because as that group ages up, they'll subscribe a lot more, so we see continued momentum there and global too, so it's popular around the world. Now, what this paragraph tells me is that he sees anime as one big dollar sign basically. Content, not art, something to cash in on. He sees anime like it's something trendy, referring to it as a Gen Alpha, Gen Z thing. And as they age up, that means more potential subscribers, with no focus on potential fans, which there is a difference. Subscribers come and go. Fans, especially hardcore fans, are there to stay, which means focusing on content that's meant to please the casual fan, nothing more. We have a great advantage as well in being very involved in production in Japan through our sister company, Aniplex. Which isn't a smart move in my opinion. More Western involvement only means the chipping away and diluting of the Japanese sauce that makes anime what it is. If he was a true anime enthusiast, he would take the John O'Donnell route. Let Japan cook, stay out of the kitchen, and only serve as the waiter, delivering it to the customer in its truest form. Understand your role as the distributor, not a creative, something that Crunchyroll seems to be the void of, hence Guardian Spice. There's going to be anime on other services. Hulu has anime, Netflix has anime, and that's great because in our view, people get educated in anime there and then come to Crunchyroll. It's not the first time senior Sony Crunchyroll staff have expressed an arguably nonchalant view of Netflix and Disney, positioning them as platforms that can entice casual fans with their size before funneling them to Crunchyroll for a more in-depth experience. So once you're a fan, a casual fan, this is their words, not mine, and you want to try more, you come to Crunchyroll. So that's why we also work with our partners that are in general entertainment that have broad reach, whether it is Netflix or Hulu or Amazon, that help reach this audience, engage them, and then we have the confidence that when they want a deeper experience, they'll come to Crunchyroll. All of this scheming and manipulating, this is how we'll lock in more subscribers by using these other players to do so. It just kind of rubs me the wrong way, just intuitively. It's like a scene out of Casino Royale trying to keep a good poker face, plotting to eventually win in the end. But all I'm hearing is, how do we benefit the streaming platform by boosting revenue, only looking to increase their subscriber base, and really nothing at all about anime itself, delivering the best viewing experience, delivering anime in its best quality, preserving the essence and not contaminating it, which is something they are known for. Hiring people who only see anime as a tool, proudly voicing how they're willing to change it at its core, versus how it was intended to be received, seeing it as a paycheck, feeling entitled to the fans' viewership regardless if they do a good job or not. That, on top of everything I mentioned at the beginning of this video, they just have a bad reputation when it comes to anime overall.
I don't like it.
You know what would bring me back as a subscriber, somebody who is very willing to pay top dollar if it's worth it, is how about acknowledging all the ways they screwed up in the past, starting with the most important thing in my opinion, the reputation of horrible inaccurate localization and translations, holding themselves to account with a promised dedication to only hiring talented but passionate employees to work on these anime, going through the same vetting process that the studio for Astrobot does with its employees. Yes, you may be talented, but are you truly passionate on what you're working on? That should be the highest qualification, in my opinion. Putting the fan first and not demonizing them the second they give their criticism or dismissing them as a voice to not take seriously. Side note, something I really appreciate about the One Punch Man Season 3 director is how much he's interacting with concerned fans who believe he wasn't fit to direct, going out of his way to do so, which that alone earns my respect in the least, and because of that, I am willing to give him the benefit of the doubt, unlike other Crunchyroll employees' behavior in the past. Never forget.
Funimation has come under, let's call it, criticism for how they choose to adapt their scripts for
like
a couple
unnecessary
of shows.
hate. To the criticism, like, I have a vagina, deal with it. I'm sorry you're not getting laid. It's not about you, move on. Anytime I make, like, if I'm making misogynists and Nazis angry, then I'm doing all right.
And yes, they are soon to offer digital manga, but what's the purpose if I'm just going to receive a botched product with butchered translations? It's like a bike store selling me a bike with a flat tire. I now have to put in additional effort to fix and restore it to a state it already should have been at from the beginning, which again, they have a pattern of doing. Convince me you're a fan of the medium, not a fan of the popularity surrounding it. Convince me why I should use your platform over an illegitimate site that offers better service for free, a comment section to interact with fans, a seemingly endless catalog, and most important, untampered with dialogue that activists can't help but inject their worldviews through or project their ego and narcissism by using Western slang over the original intended Japanese dialogue. That you're here for the long haul and not just a typical CEO here for 5 years, then it's on to the next popular venture. Convince me you're a John O'Donnell who to this day still speaks of anime with the same amount of enthusiasm and passion as he did decades ago, who if he started his own streaming service tomorrow, I would be the first to subscribe because I trust his business mind, but most important, I trust his love for it because it's been proven through the years being a fan of the medium, something this CEO is just failing to do. But that's all I have for this video. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. Truth be told, if these Japanese studios started their own streaming services, collabing with each other, they would make a killing. Don't even be worried about the dubs, just the translations, and I promise you, fans will show up in masses to support knowing they're receiving the authentic product straight from the source while supporting the creator directly. I truly believe that. Also, if you haven't already, check out my music, links in the description. If you love those Samurai Champloo, this is coming to catchphrase, somebody send in the comment section. If you love those Samurai Champloo, lo-fi, mother boom bap vibes, then my music is definitely for you. And if you want to support me and the content I create, consider joining my channel, becoming a member is much appreciated. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Free think, peace.